Alright, what's up guys? My name is Albert Azarius. Right now through this video I'm going to go over really more of the technical details of what Vemma really is. Alright, to go in depth and a rundown of the company. But basically we're dealing with a company called Vemma. Okay? Vemma is an acronym. It's V-E-M-M-A. Okay? Each letter stands for a word, so V stands for vitamins. Basically, vitamins, 80% of Americans don't consume vitamins A through E daily. Okay, I knew that I was not consuming my daily vitamins A through E. Okay, this is all of it. Essential minerals. Your body is made up of 63 trillion cells that need minerals from an outside source, meaning your body can't make it on its own. So it needs minerals from the outside source. This is all the 65 plant-based minerals. Okay? Mangosteen. A lot of people don't know what mangosteen is. Alright? It's basically a rare superfood. It's found in Southeast Asia, and it kills free radical cells. So this fruit, this mangosteen fruit, it basically targets those free radical cells, and those free radical cells are basically cancer cells and type 2 diabetes. Okay? So this mangosteen targets those cells, and in no way am I saying that it cures cancer, obviously, but it helps prevent it. Okay? A, it stands for aloe vera. It's good for your skin. You've heard of it in lotion, and if you ingest it, it's good for your immune system. So that Vemma formula is put into 4 of our product lines, okay? One of them is a liquid multivitamin, okay? The Kids Next formula for kids 1 through 12. The body weight loss line, which are the proteins, the chocolate and vanilla, and there's also the cans. And the one we emphasize the most is the Verve energy drink. Because what do a lot of young people like? Energy drinks, right? Me personally, I didn't like energy drinks that much. But I knew for a fact that people in the military, people in college, people ages 16 to 35 loved energy drinks. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. So my cousin who was telling me all about this, okay, he told me, okay, how BK Barreto is our CEO. He created this, alright, for one reason. And by the way, BK Barreto actually won the CEO of the Year Award, the Executive of the Year Award, this June 18th. And if you didn't know, Steve Jobs won that same award 4 years ago. So obviously our CEO has some credibility towards him. Okay? And he made Vemma, alright, for one essential reason, which was to create a healthier society. Basically, if one person drinks this drink, one person consumes the product, it's one person healthier. But if 1 million people drink the drink, it's 1 million people healthier. It's as simple as that. And he realized, kids were drinking Jaeger and then chasing with the Red Bull. And unfortunately, some were dying from heart palpitations. Red Bull is getting banned in parts of Europe. It's banned in France and Denmark right now. Okay, Monster, the energy drink. It takes 5 to 10 Monster energy drinks to potentially die. Like, guys, it's not a secret. They call energy drinks liquid poison. Okay, but what really got my attention, because I'm not going to lie, I wasn't really listening that much when my cousin was telling me about this, but what really got my attention is that if you drink Verve with alcohol, it prevents hangovers because the B vitamins, alright, they metabolize alcohol and it lowers blood pressure. All I heard was that if you drink Verve with alcohol, it prevents hangovers. So I'm like, dude, that's so sick. And I asked him to tell me more, and he was telling me how BK Barreto's parents died from heart disease and cancer. That's actually why mangosteen is put into the formula. And he basically told me to understand what Vemma is, the company, you gotta understand the industry, which is network marketing. Okay, because I've heard of network marketing before, and I heard about it in a bad way. But what you guys have to understand watching this, if you've heard of network marketing, first impressions are everything, right? I heard about Amway and Herbalife and Vector, Cutco marketing, where you had to sell knives for like $1,200 and Wake Up Now where you had to sell freaking coupons. Okay? And what you gotta understand is I'm not saying they don't work, I'm saying it's hard for it to work. Okay, I was judging a sport on another sport. Just because I didn't like, baseball, does that mean I don't like basketball? No. But they're still sports, right? Just because you've heard of another company, alright, doesn't mean it's the same with this company. They're all part of network marketing. Okay, but they're all different. Okay, and a lot of people are like, oh, I've been to a meeting, I know what that's all about. It's like going to math class one time and knowing all of calculus. It makes absolutely no sense. Okay, so I understood this. Okay, and he told me how network marketing is the second highest paid profession in the world, after professional athletics. Me personally, I'm not 6'10", I can't dunk a basketball, I can't sing like Chris Brown or Usher and get paid for it. how is a kid like me, dude, how was I going to make that 7-figure mark? Okay, I had no idea. And he was telling me how network marketing, okay, before we go over anything, is that many major companies spend around $900 million on their advertising budget. I'm going to say it again because that flies over people's heads. Many major companies spend around $900 million on their advertising budget. That's ridiculous. Think about it. What Zach Meyer says, chances are you don't even remember the last commercial you watched. Okay, whenever you're watching TV, you either flip the channel when it's commercial, it's a bathroom break, you DVR, you TiVo, everything. We don't watch commercials unless it's for the Super Bowl, which is once a year. Okay, radio stations, you switch the station. Pandora, you skip to Pandora. If you've ever, I can guarantee you've never called a number on a billboard ad. You see a billboard ad for 2 seconds, you forget about it 5 seconds later. The unfortunate truth is that most people are texting on their phones while driving instead of looking at billboards. Okay, like Zach Meyer says, YouTube, 3, 2, 1, skip ad. You gotta understand that traditional forms of advertising doesn't work anymore. I'm not saying no one watches commercials, I'm saying a lot of people don't. Why? Because as a society, we're so impatient. We don't want to watch, like, commercials. Everyone has ADD, I swear. That's why Vines are like 7 seconds long. Okay, and what you gotta understand is that $900 million is basically gambled. It's going to waste, most of it. So instead of putting it to the media or the print or commercials, it started putting into the consumers of a product. That's where the money comes from. That $900 million, that's where it comes from. Okay, I understood that. And basically, okay, BK Braco saw that the best form of advertising is word of mouth. Why? Because it's free and it works. Think about it, we're walking billboards. The IHSA, sectionals, Trek, USATF, they never pay me to wear this. H&M, Urban Outfitters, the Bulls, they never pay me to wear this. Okay, in fact, I paid them, and, you know, now I'm advertising their products. Whatever you guys wear, what are some brands? Think about it, what are some brands that you like to wear? Versace, or Hollister, American Eagle, Nike, Adidas, Reebok. Girls, Victoria's Secret, Gucci, it doesn't matter. We're always advertising every single day. We're selling to our friends on something, and we don't even realize it. All the time. And I saw that. How we're walking billboards. For instance, if I'm wearing Jordans, okay, I'm doing some crazy basketball move, I make my and one, I make my free throw, a little kid sees me, he's like, oh my gosh, he's so good. Alright, and he sees my Jordans, then what happens? I created a connection there, I didn't even know it. He buys a pair of Jordans. I gave Jordan, the brand name company, that much more money. I was never ever paid. Alright, we're always selling and we're always advertising every single day, we just don't notice it. Okay, and what you gotta understand, okay, is that word of mouth advertising works. Think about it. For girls, where'd you get your nails done? Where'd you get your hair done? For guys, who's your barber? Oh, where'd you get that tattoo from? Alright, Chipotle, In-N-Out, if you've ever been there, Chipotle has never ever had an advertisement until 6 months ago. Till this day, I've never seen that advertisement. Yet millions of people go to Chipotle. Why? Because of word of mouth advertising. You're more inclined to listen to your friend because you most likely trust and respect his opinion than some random dude shouting at you or talking to you in a commercial. Think about it. Alright, we're always advertising every single day. You see those girls on Instagram who drink this pumpkin spice latte. They're basically advertising Starbucks and they're never paid. Okay, the best example of word of mouth advertising? Facebook. Okay, usually I ask people, yo, do you guys know what Facebook is? And they look at me like I'm a caveman, but that's funny because it started with one dude, one idea in his Harvard dorm room because he was bored. How'd you get a Facebook? Because my cousin asked me the same question, and I was like, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. You watching this video may be the reason why I have a Facebook. I may be the reason why you have a Facebook. It doesn't matter. But think about how you got a Facebook. Because when my cousin asked me, I didn't even remember until 30 minutes later. And I thought about it, and I remembered that my best friend Curtis was like, you know, dude, you gotta get this thing called Facebook. I'm like, alright, what is it? And he told me how Facebook is this new website. It's your own, like, profile. You get your picture, you get to connect with friends. It's so cool, it's the next big thing. And I was like, nah, dude, I got MySpace. Dude, I have my top 8, I have Tom, dude, I have my background, I have my playlist, my picture comment for picture comment, all my pics. Everything is on MySpace. I already have my friends there, dude. Trust me, I want MySpace. Lo and behold, what happened exactly a year later? All the pretty girls in my class had Facebook, and I was like, dang, dude, I gotta get a Facebook. So what happened? I got a Facebook. I actually liked it. Then I told 2 of my friends, and I thought it ended there. But it didn't end. Because those 2 friends told 2 friends, and 2 friends, and so on, and so on, and so on. So as messed up as it sounds, you watching this video of me, everyone around you, we are the reasons why hundreds, or thousands, or even millions of people have Facebook, and we were never paid. We made Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO and founder of Facebook, we made his $19 billion net worth company for free. And we were never paid. And I understood that this company, Vemma, was marketed just like Facebook. How'd you hear about your Facebook? Your friend told you. How'd you hear about Vemma? Your friend told you. It's the same exact thing. How our moms, or most moms, tried something like this called Avon, which is basically a lot of moms, rubbing lotion on each other in the dinner table like, dang girl, your skin's so soft. Hey, but they still built that to $1 billion a month. Okay, in a small mom demographic back then. Put that same concept into the biggest generation out there, Generation Y. By 2015, there's going to be more people a part of Generation Y in the labor force than the original baby boomers of World War II. Meaning we're the biggest generation out there. We're the most sociological and technologically advanced generation. We're also the most broke. Think about it. Okay? And I saw that. What can our generation do better than any other generation before us? We network all the time. Alright, we could talk to 60 different people in 60 different countries in 60 seconds with the power of our 2 thumbs. A few years ago, that was not possible. Our generation grew up with social networking. Think about it. We grew up with AIM to Friendster to Xanga to MySpace to Facebook, now Instagram, Twitter, Vine. We grew up with that type of stuff. And I understood that. You wake up, I guarantee you 30 minutes ago, you were looking at your Facebook newsfeed. We sleep to our phones, we wake up to our phones, we know everything because of social networking. Okay, think about it. We grew up with this stuff. So what you got to understand is that, just to reiterate everything, they were looking at multi-billion-dollar industries. Okay, BK Brick, our CEO, looked at multi-billion-dollar industries. What's a multi-billion-dollar industry? Energy drinks. What's also another mega trend in society? Another multi-billion-dollar industry? Tea. Okay? We came out with this thing called Party. It's an iced tea. It came out 4 months ago. What's another multi-billion-dollar industry? The second highest trade commodity in the world. The second most consumed beverage after water. A $30 billion industry. Coffee. Our best product hasn't even come out yet. It's coming out in March. It's called Mojo. It's an iced coffee. What's another multi-billion-dollar industry? Okay, beauty. We came out with another thing in the Verve line, which is called Renew. It has silica good for your skin and your hair. Okay, it came out a week ago, and I don't have it right now. But basically, another multi-billion-dollar industry is health and wellness. Another multi-billion-dollar industry in itself, network marketing. Put that single concept, all those multi-billion-dollar industries, all those highly consumable products, and the biggest generation out there that grew up with social networking. You see 5-year-olds with iPads now. Moms have Facebook. Dogs have Facebook. Everyone has Facebook. Okay, inanimate objects have Facebook. We grew up with this stuff in an economy called the next Great Depression. And when things start to make sense in business, they start to make what? Dollars. Everything just started piecing together, and I understood this. How network marketing is not new. Amway, Herbalife, all that stuff is not new. It's been here for 60 plus years. The reason why this is different, why network marketing in this company is different, because it is the first network marketing company to hit the younger age demographic. The YPR, the Young People Revolution. When was the last time you were talking to a young person about making money? Okay, talking about your future and talking about business. Never, if ever, rarely if ever. That's the thing. We never think about this stuff. And I understood this. Okay, so I was obviously, I wanted to hop on board. I was interested enough. Obviously, I was not going to get the whole business in one day. That's like going to a job and knowing every single thing in one day. Before your interview, you don't even know how much money you're going to get paid. You don't know how to open the cash register. You don't know how to close the shop. You don't know how to do anything. Okay, you don't get paid till 2 weeks later. You learn as you earn. The same exact thing here. I understood I was not going to get everything in the first 20 minutes of the video, but I did understand the concept. So I asked my cousin, alright dude, I'm interested, how do I get started? And he told me, well dude, you got to buy product. So I was all happy and I went a little like, I have to buy product, dude? Like, I'm trying to make money, not spend it. And he was like, well dude, yeah, I understand, but it's a business. You know, you got to put in money to get money, you got to invest. I was like, alright, it makes sense. It makes sense, alright, so what do I got to do? And he told me, well, what you have to do, alright, is you got to buy a silver pack. And I was getting kind of scared. I was like, what's a silver pack? So don't exit out of this video. Don't do whatever you got to do. You know, don't scream like I did. I was literally freaking out when he told me about the price. He told me how a silver pack was $565 worth of product. So that literally scared the shit out of me. Okay, red flags came out of my head. I was like, dude, scam, pyramid scheme. I knew you were trying to scam me, taking my money. It's too good to be true. All that stuff, man. And I literally tried to run. If you met my cousin, he's super goofy. He grabbed my arm. He's like, dude, what are you doing? And I was like, dude, I'm trying to run. And I was trying to go to my car, go all the way to my house, lock my doors and my windows, and delete his number off my phone. Because I was like, that's ridiculous. $500 for what? For energy? Dude, it's crazy. So if you knew my cousin, he's so goofy. He was like, dude, is that a problem? I'm like, what? He's like, dude, is that a problem? Is $500 a problem to you? I'm like, yeah. For energy drinks, I can't just shell it out. He's like, oh, I got you. How long has there been a problem? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, how long is $500 the amount? How long has there been a problem to you? I'm like, dude, I wasn't balling out since I was 12. Like, $500 is a lot of money. He's like, oh, okay, I got you. How about tomorrow? I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm not going to pull it out of my ass. $500 is a lot of money. He's like, okay, I got you. How about the next day? I'm like, yes, dude, where are you going with this? And the next day, and I was like, oh my gosh. And it's like the next day, and the next day, and the next day. I was like, yes, Captain Asshole, $500 will always be a problem. And then he called me out. He's like, did you hear what you just said? I was like, no. Yes. What are you talking about? He said, dude, what came out of your mouth subconsciously was $500 will always be a problem. He told me, what are you going to do to change the fact that it's not a problem? Because the fact that it is a problem is the problem in itself. If you want something different or better, you got to do something different or better. Do what you've always done, get what you've always gotten. Albert Einstein coined the term insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And that's literally insane. And that was me. Doing the same thing, expecting different results. Saying I was going to be successful, Doing the same thing that everyone else was doing. Expecting a different result. And I saw that. I had the biggest ego in the room and the smallest bank account. I thought I knew everything about everything when I knew nothing about anything. And I'm pretty sure you know people like that. That was me. And what you gotta understand is, you know, $500 is a lot of money for a pair of shoes or a t-shirt, not for a global business opportunity that could potentially make you millions and pay you for the rest of your life. Alright, how a McDonald's franchise cost about $1.2 million, the name McDonald's itself costs $250,000, it takes 6 to 11 years to see net profit. Alright, after 12 years, they make around $150,000 a year, the owners. That's ridiculous. 6 years in the hole. Alright, with the silver pack bonus, it unlocks 2 bonuses. Okay, that the 2-pack won't. Okay, the silver pack bonus is basically, you know, you make sure 3 people show up to a meeting and within a week. Alright, if they all hop on a silver pack within a week, you get $700 right then and there. So your initial investment, you already profit. Okay, I did that. Okay, basically you make sure 3 people show up, I make sure they sign up, you make $700 right then and there. The second bonus is the car bonus. Vemma will pay $430 a month towards your lease or finance of any car. That's a BMW, an Audi, a Mercedes-Benz, a Cadillac, or a Mini Cooper. And I swear, if you're part of this team, don't get a Mini Cooper. But yeah, Vemma pays $430 a month towards your lease or finance of a car. You know, but, you know, the car, it's not a company car, it's a company paid for car. You know, it's still your lease or finance, so the car is worth $500 a month, you have to come up with the rest. If the car's worth $350 a month or less, like most cars, it pays you the $430 back. And since you're your own sole proprietor of a business, everything's tax deductible. Phone bills, Alright? Food, gas, airplane flights, that's all tax deductible. And I understood that. Okay? So I saw that, and this is something that, like, I understood that the concept of residual income is what he ended it with. Okay? Residual income is basically getting paid all the time. If you don't know what it is, periodically. So I didn't really understand. I was like, I didn't even know things like that existed. And he told me some examples how Stephen Hillenburg, the creator of SpongeBob, just an example, he made an episode in 1999. When that 1999 episode airs today, in 2014, okay, even more than 10 years ago, if that SpongeBob episode airs today, he still gets paid for it. Okay, because he made it once, and he still gets paid for it. He doesn't have to do anything more. He still gets paid. Same thing with artists on the radio. If their song's ever put on the radio, they get 7 cents per song. Maybe that's not a lot, but the thousands of stations around the world every hour, that adds up. Okay? They made it once in the music studio, and now they still get paid for it. MC Hammer from the 80s still gets paid for his songs. Okay? Other ones. Actors. Okay? Whenever you watch their movie, you buy a ticket, they get a portion of the money. If you buy their DVD, they get money. Even if they made it a few years back, Leonardo DiCaprio still gets money from the Titanic. Other forms of residual income, if an author wrote a book, he could be halfway across the world 30 years later, eating, shitting, sleeping, peeing, doing whatever the heck he wants to do, and if someone buys the book from halfway across the world, he still gets paid. Residual income. Make money while you're sleeping. Right now, as I'm talking to you on this video, I'm getting paid. Alright? And what you have to understand is I built up a network. So there's 20 to 50 other leaders in my organization, in my team, alright, that could talk just as well as me or better, doing the same thing with someone else right now. Meaning, regardless of whether or not you saw this video, I'd still be getting paid because they're doing the same thing with someone else. Alright, but I didn't just buy a verb and get rich. I had to build the network up once, and now I could do whatever I want to do. My point is to help you. Okay? And I saw that. Residual income. It was really cool, and I was like, dude, that's so awesome. Okay, and what you have to understand is that this is a performance-based income. I asked my cousin, dude, is this easy? And he's like, I'd be lying to you if I said this is easy, because it's not. But it's not too hard either. It's simple. Okay? A lot of people are like, does Vemma work? Does Vemma work? Of course it works. I wouldn't have made this video. I wouldn't have wasted my time if this wasn't working. Of course it works. Don't ask if it works, ask if you work. It works if you work. The more you work, the more it works. The faster you work, the faster it works. Okay? If you're not making enough money in this, work harder. Alright? What you put in is what you get out. It's a performance-based income. A lot of companies, a lot of teams, a lot of people will tell you something. Will promise you something that I won't promise. And they're going to promise you success. I'm not promising you success at all. I'm promising you my commitment to how to make 6 figures in under a year. Because I know how to do that. You can't teach what you don't know. You can teach what you do know, though. And I can teach you how to do that. I'm promising you my commitment to the best team in all of Vemma. Alright? I'm promising you my commitment. Whatever you put in, I'll put in back. Alright? It's a performance-based income. We're not looking for everybody. We're looking for the leaders, people who want to become leaders, who aren't already, people who are business-minded, people who want to, who are hardworking, people who want to change their lives. Okay? We're looking for the 4 aces in a deck of 52 that want to make this work and that want to blow this up. We're not trying to look for everybody. Okay? If there was water in the desert, people would find it, they would drink it. Whoever finds it first drinks the most. Same exact thing. This is a time game. You watching this video right now, if you're in Illinois, alright, there's only roughly a few thousand, actually just 1,000 or something more, people doing this. Meaning there are millions upon billions of people that don't even know what this is. You're some of the first people to hear about this. And I'm not trying to be that guy, but whether or not you do this, other people will. And it's up to you whether or not you want to join a good team. Now I understood this. I'm just going to leave it at this. There's 4 reasons why people don't do this. They don't understand it. They don't believe it. They don't have the time. They don't have the money. If you don't understand it, then understand it. Simple as that. Educate yourself on what this is, because yeah, this may or may not be for you, like what Zach Meyer says. But you cannot sacrifice the chance that it might be for you. You have no idea. At least see what it is before kicking it to the side. Alright? Second reason why people don't do this. They don't believe it. People are like, I understand it, dude. I understand the concept. I just don't believe you. Alright. If you don't believe me, dude, I can show you proof. Because you can't deny what already exists. You want to see cars? I can show you cards. You want to see bank statements? I can show you bank statements. You want to see checks? I can show you checks. Because if you're watching this video right now, chances are I'm connected to you in some way. Okay, so call me. Albert Azarius. Okay? You don't believe it, I'll help you believe it. Third reason why people don't do this. People are like, I understand it, dude, I believe it, I just don't have the time, man. And that's the thing. Everyone has 24 hours in a day. You, me, every person has 24 hours in a day. The homeless person on the street, Barack Obama, Oprah Winfrey, we all have 24 hours. What you do with that time dictates how much money you'll make and how successful you'll be. Saying you don't have the time for this is saying you don't have the time to make money or be successful. And in no way am I saying you need Vemma to be successful. I'm just saying that it'll help you get there. Okay? The greatest thing isn't even the money. It's the movement. It's the YPR. Changing the way young people think and make money. Doing something productive with our lives instead of just wasting it away on the weekends. Actually doing something with our life. Okay? The greatest thing is investing in your own human capital. Speaking, confidence, interpersonal skills. Business skills, communication skills. Things that are priceless that you could put in any other thing in life. Okay? Fourth reason why people don't do this. Okay, because when people say, oh, I'm a little bit busy, you have 24 hours in a day just like you think Oprah Winfrey's a little bit busy, or Barack Obama's a little bit busy, everyone's a little bit busy. Okay, the fourth reason why people don't do this. They don't have the money. People are like, I understand it, dude, I believe it. You know, I'm willing to put in the time, I just don't have money. And that's the thing, like what I just said. What are you going to do to change the fact that it's not a problem? Never, ever, ever let the lack of money stop you from earning more money. Okay? I'm going to end it at this. Alright? What my friend, close friend Jimmy Rizzo says. Okay, is opportunity is like a train. It stops just for a little. Some people hop on, some people just analyze it, think it's too good to be true, all this other stuff, and it goes waiting for the next train. They don't know if it's going to go. It does not take a genius or a businessman to realize within the first 8 years of this company, clearing $117 million in just the 8th year, and in the 9th year, last year, 2013, clearing $212 million around there, around an 88% increase in sales, almost doubling in revenue in an economy called the next Great Depression. Most companies could barely survive, and this is doubling. It does not take a genius or businessman to realize that this company is pretty good. Our $200+ million in sales within the 9th year. Apple didn't even do that. So really, if you have questions, ask questions. The best people in this were skeptical. Who was skeptical? Me. Also, the other people that are best in this are the people who hop on right away. Okay, if it takes more than 4 weeks for you to join, then you're probably not going to be successful in this. Okay, and I saw this. But either way, you know, let's make the rest of our lives the best of our lives. Thank you.